Alright, this is MrTeleferro.com back with another live interview. We got a DJ in the booth. This DJ's been doing this thing for quite some time in the Knoxville area. He's been DJing parties, clubs, shutting it down everywhere. We got DJ Mike Nasty with us today. How you doing, man?
How you doing, man?
I appreciate you doing the shoot with me.
Appreciate it, man. No problem.
Now, we got to ask Mike a lot of questions. He's been DJing. He's got moves coming in the future. He has projects coming in the future. We want to know how he got into DJing, how he continues to maintain his position in DJing, and a lot of things music related we're going to get into today. But for you, how did it all start, and how did you get into DJing?
Well, basically, in high school, me and my friends, we got together and we decided to throw a block party. I had always had good taste in music, and I just downloaded this DJ software called Virtual DJ to my computer. So we ended up hosting that block party. I think it's like my senior year of high school or something. And it just took off from there, transferring into college. I met some guys, Corey Plunkett and Jeremy Donald. We decided to form an entertainment group called The Four Entertainment. So we just started out throwing house parties. We started throwing like sets, and it just popped off from there. So by the time my second semester in college, I had my first club gig. So somebody just reached out to me, an older guy, and put me on like an event. I think it was a all-white party for the Kappas or something like that. But that's how I pretty much got started in the game, and just having a love for music. Like, I always played instruments. I played saxophone, guitar, all that. So it just started from there.
Two questions that I'm going to stand from right there. When you first started DJing in like a club or a party, how nervous were you? How was that for you?
I wasn't necessarily nervous at all too much, because I was so used to performing. Like, I used to be in marching band, concert band, so we had to stand in front of thousands, hundreds of people performing every week in football games, competitions, and all that. So I ain't never been too nervous. I'm more so nervous, not in club environments, but more like concert environments, when it's like an actual big artist and I have to put on a show versus just doing music for like an event or something like that.
And you said you played different instruments and you've been around music basically for a while now. Do you feel like somebody who's going to be actually DJing and actually getting into it as a serious venture, do you feel like somebody has to really know different instrumentations of music like you?
I would say it helps. Like, I don't just have a music instrument background. I also have like producing. Like, I used to make beats back in middle school, starting off with like Fruity Loops. I used to rap. I used to do everything. So I would say all facets of music and instrumentation help it out in certain ways, especially producing. It does. I know a lot of DJs nowadays are also producers, and it makes you more money. Any
DJ influences that were with you young, when you were just starting out, that people you looked at and seen their craft and how they did things?
Well, I've always modeled myself after DJ Jazzy Jeff. That's like my favorite DJ. And my father actually he used to DJ back in college too, doing the same thing. So, and he was in his own band playing guitar. So I would say my father, Jazzy Jeff, DJs like Qbert, Z-Trip, JCO, Chris Carnes. It's the list is endless. It's a lot of good DJs out there that influenced me. So, not
the names you just normally hear. These are the actual DJs of who were like the models and like people.
Yeah, like I actually met. It's a DJ named Chris Carnes. He's actually won like DMC championships. It's like DJ championships and all that. And he's actually competing in like shows like Master of the Mix on VH1. And I actually met him. He was Yellawolf's opening DJ years ago, and I met him on tour, and that was a good turning point in my life to meet the actual like DJ champion. So I would say that was very instrumental in me becoming a DJ.
So now, what would you recommend for somebody starting out trying to get their feet wet DJing? What tools and what mentality would you recommend for them?
Well, I'd say the first step, a lot of DJs or people that want to be DJs, they come to me and they're like, man, I want to do this and that. How do I get started? And I always say, man, the first thing to do is invest. You have to invest in yourself. You have to get equipment. You can do it. You can do it from a laptop, but you probably won't get as far. So I would say invest in equipment, pick out the equipment you want to use, and just practice. Practice and invest in. That's the first two steps, really. And research. You got to do your research.
So for all you virtual DJs out there, you're going to have to come with a little more money and a little more time to be able to get to where Mike Nasty is at right now. Now, you've done so many events. You had the Juicy J concert, the Kurt Cobain's concert. You know, you've shut down Lollapalooza. To this day, what accomplishment are you most satisfied with and happy about?
The pinnacle of my career, I guess, was Lollapalooza. I got to open for Tyga and Beats Antique. It's a group out there. And it was just crazy. It was my first time doing an event in an arena, thousands of people, a concert venue. And I even got to meet Tyga and get a picture with him and everything. And it was just crazy, man. I have never been on such a big playing field as far as DJing, but that was probably the biggest thing I've done so far.
Now, you've been in a lot of clubs and you've done a lot of parties, obviously. What's the craziest vibe you've been around? Like, just point blank period, a night you would never forget because it was just such a crazy vibe.
Man, the craziest thing that happened to me, I was doing this concert. I was supposed to open for Yellawolf and DJ Paul. And so somehow Yellawolf's DJ did not show up. And basically they called upon me. I had to go up to Yellawolf's VIP room. Actually had to sit down with Yellawolf and come up with a whole set list and show for him during the show. So I had to get another DJ to take over while I was doing this. But I actually got to DJ for Yellawolf, and I met DJ Paul. I met Yellawolf's girlfriend, Fifi Dawson. It was just crazy. And Yellawolf actually, he gave me some money and paid me on top of what I was already getting paid. Yeah. So that was the craziest night ever. Like, Yellawolf shared stories with me, like, just about where he's from and everything. That has to be the craziest event I ever did.
Now, what do you think about the whole club scene in general right now? This Knoxville area and all, other areas as well. What do you think about it overall?
As far as Knoxville, I feel like the club scene is on the decline solely because the venues, it's not as many venues as it used to be back in the day. And of course, me and one of my peers that DJs, the DJ One Night Stand, we're about to move to Atlanta and do our thing down there. So Knoxville is really gonna be losing some young talent within a couple months. As far as Tennessee, the club scenes in Nashville and Memphis are pretty legit. They're better markets than Knoxville. I see Knoxville is more of a C market as far as party life, and Memphis and Nashville more of like B's kind of compared to bigger cities that are like A's, like New York and LA. But I feel like Tennessee has a good club nightlife, but there are definitely other like higher playing fields as far as club nightlife in other states.
Now let's speak on that right there. You said Knoxville, we're losing two talents with you and one of your peers, One Night Stand. What is it just bound to happen? Is it kind of like a LeBron playing in Cleveland type thing? It was just bound for him to leave and go to Miami. Why are we losing so much talent right here in Knoxville?
Man, honestly, I would say for myself, I can't really say for Stan, but for myself, what brought me to Knoxville was my education first. And I so happened to build as a DJ here. So I had always come in, I had plans to move and expand once I graduated. So like, education was what kept me here. And maybe if the nightlife was a little bit better financially also, maybe. But honestly, I've always had my eyes set on bigger cities, such as like LA, Atlanta, New York. So
now, what is pay like for a DJ? I don't want to get into exact figures with you, but like, can someone who's trying to get into DJing make a living off just DJing? Oh,
most definitely. I know DJs that drive Benzes and Beamers and have houses, so it's definitely possible. The pay it ranges from what market you're in. Like I said, Knoxville is it's like a C market in my eyes, so you're not going to make as much as like a Nashville, Atlanta, or Memphis or something like that. So you definitely can make a living. Shoot, I'm doing it right now. It paid all my bills for the last 5 years. So,
really?
Yeah, I just have to. I'm able to pull more out of Knoxville than other people because I've came up in Knoxville in a college crowd, started DJing for college, so people are just going to keep recommending you and passing your name down to every other class that comes in. Like I graduated last December and I'm still doing college events. Like I'm already booked for stuff in August, so I just have to make that commute back here to do those events. But yeah, people are always going to recommend you if you do a good job.
Now, with you being a DJ, I'm pretty sure you listen to tons of music just daily. What are some dope artists out right now that someone that you would recommend? Somebody, it could be mainstream or they could be somebody that you really don't hear about on a day-to-day basis. What are some artists that just got some good music going right now?
As far as hip hop, everybody knows the Drakes, the Kendricks, the older cats like Lupe, 50, and G Unit making a comeback right now. Dipset doing their thing. You know, it's a lot of artists that are doing the thing in the hip hop, but I don't only listen to hip hop. Like I listen to music from like the UK. I listen to guys from Amsterdam. It's I couldn't even get into it, man. There's so many different kind of genres of music out there. Like it's like new genres out here called like new disco, chill wave. It's stuff that'll blow your head off. Like I really been doing my research on like other countries' music like nowadays. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff popping though.
In a normal hip hop conversation, you don't really hear about people saying they listen to music from the UK. You just don't hear it. Why is that so? Like, why are we so close minded just to what's going on right here and right now? Why do you think just the normal?
I think it's just going with what the masses listen to. Like, of course, you have like your hipster people that are trying to rebel and be different from what people normally listen to, but it's really what mainstream radio feeds us. Like I don't even listen to the radio. My radio don't even work in my car right now, and it's a good thing for me. So I just, man, you just gotta use these different music outlets like SoundCloud. SoundCloud is one of the biggest music platforms to just listen to stuff from other countries and get introduced to new things that are outside of the norm. So I really focus on that.
Now, you just brought up Drake and Kendrick. We're going to ask you a question that everybody wants to know the answer. It's the biggest debate in music right now. Who, right now, in your mind, lyric for lyric, is the best artist in the game?
Man, I can't say. I might cause trouble if I say my opinions right now. But everybody, of course, knows who's on top. You got Wayne, you got Jay-Z, Eminem. I mean, you really can't say. I more so would put guys that are deceased on their top platform like Biggie and Tupac. But, you know, you really can't say who's the best right now at this point. Everybody has their strong suits. Everybody has their weaknesses. So I really can't say. I don't want to cause too much trouble.
Now, do you have an artist that you know deep down that one day you guys got to do a show for him, you got to do some business with that person? Anybody that come to mind?
I would probably want to work for Kendrick just because I see he's like one of the most humble guys right now in the game. Like, there's just been an article that came out where Kendrick just bought a regular house for like, I think it was like around $500,000 or something like that. Like a regular home, like nothing too lavish. But you got people out here like Drake with like a $9 million mansion or something like that. I think Dr. Dre just bought a $40 million mansion right now. So I would definitely say Kendrick, just so I can meet him and just meet a humble guy in the game. Just get some advice from him.
Now, what is the state of hip-hop overall? We got so many people coming in with the one-hit club bangers. We got artists like Kendrick and Drake who's actually caring about the music itself. What do you think is the state of hip-hop overall?
Really, it's crazy because like the definition of hip-hop is so different in other people's minds. Like some people say it's rap, then there's hip-hop, then some people just say it's all hip-hop. So I really can't say based on other people's opinions, but I would say if you want to look at rap and hip-hop as a whole, I would say Atlanta is really doing this thing right now. Like a lot of people like Migos, Young Thug, Q, all those people, Johnny Cinco, like everybody in Atlanta's popping right now as far as the music game in general. So even as far as producers like Metro Boomin, 808 Mafia, all those guys, like Mike Will Made It, all those guys are taking over the game. Like you see Atlanta artists and producers working with everybody in Cali, New York, all over. So Atlanta's really doing the thing right now. So I would have to say they're really taking over the game right now. Now
let's get focusing on you and what you got upcoming. You want to be a tour DJ, right? Is that the goal for you, or what is the actual goal for you with DJing?
I wouldn't mind being a tour DJ as a stepping stone. That's not like my ultimate goal. Okay. Cause my goal is basically to take over a city as far as being that premier DJ in the club scene. I do mixtapes more so for myself versus hosting. So I really wouldn't say I want to take over the mixtape game. Mm-hmm. I just do it more so to put out good music for the masses, to let people know this is what is hot in my mind. You should also listen to it too, because a lot of people don't have the time or know how to do the right music or research. So I feel like I'm giving them good mixtape outlets to find new things. You know what I'm saying? But I just really want to take over a city, man.
What's next for Mike?
Atlanta, man. I'm moving to Atlanta at the end of July. So I've been just networking right now before this move, just making sure everything is prepared for me once I get down there. Like, I'm already booking gigs down there. I got like a fashion show coming up late July and an after party also. I'm just, man, networking that's what I do every day. Got to stay on it, man, so I can take over the city. Any
projects you got coming that we need to know about?
Yeah, man. I'm actually dropping this project called Fine Arts. It's going to be like a crossover project for me. It won't be the regular mixtape that I normally put out. Mm-hmm. It's just rap and mainstream stuff. It's going to be more so like the music I was telling you about, like Amsterdam, UK stuff, with a mixture of hip-hop. It's going to be a fusion and blends mixed with like scratching and different stuff. So it's going to be really cool. But that'll be coming out probably end of the summer sometime. So y'all stay tuned for that.
Different outlook on music. Make sure you go keep updated and find out more about that Fine Arts coming soon. Now, Mike, for you, we've asked you so many questions, and we want to end the interview on a good note. Let us get that Twitter and that IG handle so everybody can keep up with you. What's the Twitter and IG?
Yeah, follow me on Twitter at DJ Mike Nasty. Instagram, the same thing, DJ Mike Nasty. It's pretty much DJ Mike Nasty on every social media platform. So,
Google him, DJ Mike Nasty. You'll find him. I promise it'll be the first thing that comes up.
DJMikeNasty.com. It's there. Yeah.
Websites. He's been doing this thing for a minute now. Good luck to you in the future.
Appreciate it, man.
Take it easy. This has been MrTelephero.com with DJ Mike Nasty.